What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory, where today guys we have got the Ultimate Gauntlet 4 and I'm excited to bring you my 3 new teams for the Ultimate Gauntlet 4 and to play it as well. We're going to focus on the Ultimate Gauntlet 4 rewards. If we can get the bonus rewards along with it as well, great. If not, I won't focus on those today. But all we have to do is score in 9 and play 12 to get all of the rewards. There's some good rewards here, some good evos. The 85 to 87 player, an 83 by 10, and an 85 to 89. But before I get into showing you the squads, I did build one because that's literally all I could afford, and I actually regret doing it now because, well, I'll show you in a moment. I built one base hero pack, and this hero will go into one of the 3 Gauntlet squads I've built, depending on the position he's in and which squad needs maybe the best upgrade per the hero. And so if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, feel free to drop a thumbs up on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We don't get a walkout. Zé Roberto, American, Dempsey, Beasley. That's sad. That's sad, isn't it? That's sad. I don't think he gets in a team, guys. I literally think it's like an 11k player. He's like 28k. I'll honour what I said. I will put him into a team. Probably as a midfielder, to be fair. Right. I'll show you why I wish I didn't do this SBC out, even excluding the fact that Beasley looks garb. The base hero upgrade requires an 85 and an 86. I've got 2 days left to finish Busquets, and I still need to do 2 86s and 87. I could have basically done 2 squads of Busquets and left myself with 1 only. But not only that, I also want to complete on a battle who's only there for 1 more day, and she's an 83 and an 85. And I much would have preferred to have taken one of these cards instead. So that's quite sad. However, to take a little look, guys, at the squads that we're going to be playing the Ultimate Gauntlet 4 with today, it's not going to be this squad, don't worry. This is like my kind of best squad at the moment. A few good Scream cards in there. We have got squad number 1, Gauntlet number 1, which is indeed an Arsenal team. And I'm playing 5 at the back because I want to try it. And I think the Gauntlet is a brilliant place to try 5 at the back. You know, there's no requirement to win, just to play and to score. And I have a feeling with the way that I play and how bad I am defensively, utilising Ashley Cole and Alex Scott as kind of like attacking wing-backs to almost make it like a 3-5-2, I suppose, but have them come back as defenders when I lose possession of the ball, I'm hoping and thinking is going to be great. And I also really want to try out Jesus and Trossard together up front rather than Jesus as a solo striker. So this is number 1. This is actually going to be as well the most logical team for me to put Beasley in because it has full chemistry regardlessly. And as a left back that I'm going to use as an attacking wing back, he could be quite good in that role. I haven't done tactics yet. I'll do tactics in my own time. I don't need to waste your time for that. So that is Gauntlet Team 1. Gauntlet Team 2, which I'm hoping I haven't used a player that I wanted from. I'll just Diani off the bench there. Gauntlet Team 2. Let's pop Saka. No. Have I got Saka on the bench elsewhere? Let's go special acquire date newest. Let's put Darun in there. I don't even know where that Darun came from. Gauntlet Team 2. We've got Dudek, Hakimi, Tomori, Quansah and Alba with Grimaldo at left mid, and I'm really excited to use him. I think he's going to be really, really good. We've got Vitinha, Bonmati, Freddie Ljungberg, who I'm enjoying, Benzema and Charboom up front, so a nice squad for our second team there. And then the third squad, not a lot of chemistry on Gauntlet 3, 8 chemistry to be precise. However, I used Kata Cole, never mind. Let's pop Ter Stegen in there. However, it's all of the Scream cards. With all the 99 stats, and I just built the ones that I like the look of the best. It's a bit of chemistry, schmemistry. They've all got role pluses in every single position, so everyone's going to be in the right role. And I'm just going to see how this team feels and how this team plays and how these teams play, because I think that they could be good. And, you know, historically, the Gauntlet hasn't been the most sweaty thing because people have to trial new players. I've got all Scream cards on the bench here as well. But yeah, those are my 3 squads. One of them has got DeMarcus Beasley in it. Let's get into the gameplay and see how we do. All right, guys, as we get into the gameplay in Gauntlet, man, I like Gauntlet a lot. It's just my vibe, man. It's my vibe. But anyway, I've got some comments from yesterday's video. Obviously, yesterday we were talking a lot about like what Evos to do other than the Arsenal team. It's something I've given like deep thought to myself. And I can't really arrive on one thing. I want to talk about like a little bit of a process of how teams are in this game a little bit later on during this gameplay section. But the first comment is from Chris. And there was a lot of comments like this, but I picked Chris's because he said nice things. And Chris said, "Hey Nep, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for the content and please keep up the road to glory. Please keep the road to glory alive. Doesn't matter how, just enjoy the ride your own way. Most of us have been here from day one and for multiple years. At the moment, I'm also struggling to have fun on the game, but Evos are keeping me playing as my United past and present team is keeping me engaged. I also have other groups of players that I'm evolving. Being Welsh, it's a great way of turning bronze and silver Welsh players I wouldn't normally use into foot to a meta standard with playstyles. I felt something this could benefit your road to glory moving forwards." Yeah, thank you for the kind words, of course, first of all. The idea of building an England team has been floated around a lot. I don't know why, but I just don't want to do an English team. It might be because we did an England team, was it last year or the year before? For the Euros, we started a brand new RTG just around England Evos. And one of the big problems is similar actually to what we have this year specifically with the Arsenal team, but something we've had as last few years with the Arsenal team is England already has lots of incredible players. And so why Evo an English centre mid or cam when Jude Bellingham exists? Why Evo an English centre back, for example, when Rio Ferdinand exists? Like, I kind of like, I don't know what it is about England, but I just don't really want to use England. That's not to say that I don't want to use a nation, though. And LS Entity says, "Nep, you're missing a trick with Korean League bronze and silver cards. A lot of them have very good base play styles, even the bronzes, along with a good weak foot. Definitely a league to look for at the second Evo part of the RTG." So the reason why I kind of go away from Korea as well, same as China and India and Saudi Arabia, is because of the Crappers. The Crappers already has lots of Korean players, and again, I feel like I would just be kind of like crossing over the two by doing like Korean players on the Crappers as well. The one thing I really do like about Koreans, though, and the Chinese players as well to a degree, is that they quite often have like wild positions like striker and centre back, or like left back and right wing and things like that. And I really like that because it just allows you to kind of like really tailor these players in ways that you can't with other players. So maybe that might be the theme, but I have been thinking about what to do. And one of the other things that was suggested a few times actually is the Australian League. And one of the reasons why the Australian League was presented in the comments was because they don't really get much love in this game. And I thought, you know what? They actually just don't, do they? Like, they very rarely get Team of the Weeks. They very rarely get promo cards. They very rarely get good players there to have like end of era cards or things like that. I think David Villa had like a good card there once, and I thought, do you know what, the Australian League really could be a league that I go for. That might be one that I am very much interested in. Angus Sheep says, "Hi Nep, would love to see something like a low-rated Brazil team being evoed. I currently use a Brazilian silver team for the silver tournaments, not that we get enough of them, but would be really cool to see, as I think looking back to the early years of Ultimate Team, a lot of creators were using Brazilian silver teams, and it was such a cool throwback to the early UT experience." And yeah, I really like that idea. I think we could certainly start adding a few Brazilians into the team. Tom T says, "Use that Argentina side, Arsenal, to really pee people off." Man, every time I type Arsenal into Footbin and that Arsenal, the Argentinian Arsenal show up, I'm like, man, don't I just wish they had some players in the game, man. I don't know why they're in the game or on Footbin. They're not actually in the game, but that would be perfect, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be great? And then last but not least, we've got a comment from Che Chesterman. Love you very much, brother, and a good personal friend of mine, and great to see him doing so well in his career. He says, Nep, is the RTG Arsenal or Arsenal past and present? I'm running past and present and have found it so fun. I have an Evo of Alexis Sanchez and Cazorla, cool and fun to play with, and past Arsenal players gives a lot of options. So I tried this the first year of Evos, and two things kept happening. The first thing that kept happening is that they kept getting promo cards. Like, you know, it's likely Cazorla will retire this season, and so he'll probably get like a really sick card at some stage or another. The same as Alexis Sanchez, like he will just get a promo card, and it kind of at least 2 years ago, every time I would work on someone and then they would get a promo card, it was like, oh, that sucks. But it also, the other thing that kept happening is something that leads into perfectly the last thing I wanted to talk about today, was that I just ended up with too many players and I couldn't use them. You know, I remember one of the Arsenal past and present teams, even just past teams I did, where it was like just with all the players that used to play for us, and there was just so many, and it just was overwhelming, genuinely. And so it leads me to what I want to talk about with like multiple teams. I kind of like when I was building these Gauntlet teams and I was looking at how many players I had, there were so many players I just can't use, don't have enough teams to use. Like, there's not enough Gauntlet games to use. I kind of feel like, and this again might be one of those things that in the moment sounds like a great idea in my head, but in practice isn't really that great. I kind of feel like what I want to do is have an Arsenal men's team, and just the best possible Arsenal men's team, Arsenal women's team, Arsenal icons team, Arsenal heroes team, or just heroes and icons players and stuff. Have like 5 Gauntlet teams, because we know the Gauntlet is going to get to 5 teams eventually. Have my Arsenal Evo team, have my, like, let's say Australian Evo team, have like a third Evo team of whatever, and then everything, like every time a new promo card comes out, the question becomes, okay, does this player fit into this one of these teams, you know, like an objective card or whatever? And if the answer is yes, they go in, and if the answer is no, they go into an SBC. Because what I kept looking at was, I have hundreds of players in my club that literally never get into a team and will never get into a team, because EA release so many objective and SBC cards, and like, you know, so many Evos and stuff. And so I wonder if there's merit to like building out 10 or 15 themed squads and building on these theme squads over the course of the whole year. And we can add new themed squads in if we like to, but just kind of like really focusing on building themed, like a huge amount of themed squads, so that there's places for all of the cards, there's like opportunity to use all of the cards, and more importantly, there's no wastage left, because we can use that to put into like the Icon SBC or the Hero SBC or the Busquets SBC, and not actually feel bad about putting those in, because I'm like, well, look at this, we've got this 86 rated whatever version of the card that will just never see the light of day in the club, and make sure we cover all bases. So like have an 84 rated squad, because that's where some of the tournament stuff is now, and then when EA changed that minimum rating to like 85 or 86 rated, we can then allow the squad to change, or we can build, you know, just a general selection of an 83 rated squad, an 84 rated squad, an 85 rated squad, bronze bench it, and just make sure we've covered kind of like all bases for all tournaments and all gauntlets that could potentially come. One nation, one club, one league, that sort of thing, and then just develop those squads. So something to think about, something maybe for you guys to put down in the comment section below. But that is going to be the end of the gameplay for today, guys. 2 perfect runs from me in the Gauntlet, and yeah, really had fun playing this gameplay with these teams. And so let's go and get our rewards. All right, guys, there we go with the gameplay. I was going to try and get all of the stuff done for today, but this video is already coming in a lot later than I would have hoped. And so we're going to claim the better rewards, the Ultimate Gauntlet 4 bonus rewards, and the ones that we've completed from the regular rewards, which is still a couple of nice packs in there, and Hajam, and a couple of Evos. Not that those Evos make too much of a difference to us right here. And then all I have to do now is play 6 more and score in 3 of them to complete the Gauntlet, and that will give us a 10,000 coin boost, an 83 by 10, and an 85 to 89, and hopefully one of 2 things can happen here. Thing number 1, hopefully we can actually pack a promo card. I can't remember the last time I've packed a promo card in this game. And number 2, I hope we can just pack some good fodder so that I can do some SBCs. I was talking about this on the Road to Glory, not on the Road to Glory, this is a Road to Glory. I was talking about this on the 6 PM content video last night, how EA released a decent Nick Pope SBC. It looks really, like, the player looks really good. I wouldn't mind trying him, but it's just way too expensive in my opinion. You know, it's an 83 rated squad, which is absolutely fine, but then it's an 85 with an inform. And for me personally, that's crazy. For a goalkeeper that's only 86 rated. You know, compared to the price points of the other Premier League goalkeepers, you could literally buy Alisson and Donnarumma for coins, have some coins left over for the price you could do an untradeable Pope for. And I know, like, you know, coins aren't fodder and fodder aren't coins, but you still got to earn your coins as much as you got to earn your fodder, and your fodder still has a value, right? Is that going to be an Eze for me? Very nice. And so, yeah, I'm kind of just here, like, I wouldn't mind. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind getting some fodder, some good fodder that's going to give us the capability of doing some SBCs. The other thing that I would really like, guys, is a first-owned Saliba or a first-owned Gyökeres. Those are the two main Arsenal players we're missing now. There's still a few of the lower-rated gold ones and stuff that, could you believe, we haven't packed yet. But those are the ones. That'll be a De Bruyne or a Tielemans in there. So the Yuri Tielemans 85 rated. Let me know what you got down below from your packs here. We get another walkout here, which is quite nice. And this is going to be a Cam. English. Going to be Cole Palmer. I don't know if he's worth anything these days. He's probably fodder price. He's a decent card though, isn't he? Yeah, he's like 10k though. Not a bad player to get. Not a bad player to get. Better than you know, an actual fodder 87. We then get an 85 to 89. This one's going to give us a walkout as well. Still no promo card, mind you. It's going to be Lionel Messi, which is half decent, I think. Maybe not. He's also fodder price. Herein lies the problem. And then an 83 by 10, guys. Can EA hook us up? We've got another walkout, which is great news. It's Messi again, which is not such great news. Is it going to be a double? Yes. Oh, no, it's not. It's just into Miami and into Miami. So we get a duplicate Messi. Not a lot of other good things in there. There's some low-tier fodder that's going to be somewhat decent towards me completing that Sergio Busquets. I think I'm really looking forward to getting Busquets into my starting lineup. I think him and Alba, generally speaking, with that tiki-taka plus each, and the fact that they both have the icon chemistry, is just going to allow me to kind of build whatever team I want beyond that. And the reason why I think that's going to be important is because some of the, like, of the games that we just played, some of the scream cards, now I know they've only got the 99 stats for a few more days, but some of these scream cards were brilliant. This man was brilliant. I was really impressed with him in the game. But Taylard, she was fantastic. This Matthews was quite good. She's quite big. She's a lot taller. Her body type is quite big. Yeah, she's 6'2". There you go. That's why. But look at that. Four assists and a goal in 5 games for Matthews. Very nice indeed. But I'll tell you something, guys. You would have seen during the gameplay here, this Rom, oh, he was good. He was like my favourite. And I kind of feel like with Busquets and Alba, and then using like Trossard, Lukaku, Gabriel Jesus, would be good. I do want to speak a little bit as well on, I wanted to try 5 at the back with the first team, because, you know, I struggle defensively. I think a lot of people struggle defensively, mind you. I hated it. 5 at the back is just not for me. There's been some game cycles where it's been great, but it's just not for me. I just felt like I had no options offensively, and it didn't feel more compact or stronger defensively. So yeah, this will be the first and last time for a while at least that I'll be using this 5 at the back. But what we're going to do for the rest of the Gauntlet, because obviously we've got a lot of games to go, is I'm going to utilize the Gauntlet, first of all, to help with evolutions, because we've got a few of these lower rated players to put to finish off, and we've just got a lot of evos to go, including the Ghostly Guardian with 1 more repeat left, and we've got 50, 70, 80,000 coins worth of evos to go as well, which is only going to leave me with 50k. We're going to use the Gauntlet to go and do those, but I'm also going to use the Gauntlet, guys, to go and start working towards some of these objectives here. Now, a lot of these we're like kind of burning through anyway, just naturally. But the Gauntlet will be a good way to kind of move through these nice and easy. And then the other thing that we haven't finished yet is the Season 2 World Tour Cup, which I will also build a team for and try and finish today or this week. So the plan for the rest of this week is finish off the Ultimate Gauntlet 4, finish off the Season 2 World Tour Cup, finish off every Evo that's there, and try and get all of the seasonal players done and dusted, and then focus on our Rivals rewards. So lots to grind for, but for today, that is going to be the end of the video. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.